When the storm hits, most people run. They rush without thinking. They panic because everyone else is panicking. But a few people don't move at all. They stop. They listen. They watch the chaos unfold. And then there is one person who does something that looks completely wrong. He doesn't fight the storm. He doesn't try to escape it. He quietly turns away and walks in the opposite direction. This is not a story about money. It's about survival. Because in moments like this, doing nothing can be the smartest move you'll ever make. During a crisis, the world becomes unbearably loud. Every screen flashes warnings. Every voice claims urgency. Every headline demands immediate reaction. Information turns into pressure. Opinions collide. Predictions change by the hour. People stop listening. They start absorbing fear instead. The louder the noise becomes, the harder it is to separate signal from chaos. And in that chaos, most decisions are no longer made with logic, but with panic disguised as certainty. When panic spreads, it doesn't move in a straight line. It swirls. Like a snowstorm, it blinds people, slows their movement, and makes even familiar paths disappear. You think you're moving forward, but you're only reacting. Every step feels urgent, every pause feels dangerous. In moments like this, clarity isn't lost because it's unavailable. It's lost because no one is willing to slow down long enough to see it. But there is another reaction that almost no one notices, because it doesn't look brave, urgent, or impressive. This person doesn't argue with the crowd, doesn't chase predictions, and doesn't try to control the storm. He simply steps out of the flow. He reduces movement, limits exposure, and creates distance between himself and the noise. From the outside, it looks like hesitation or weakness, but from the inside, it feels like relief, because pressure disappears the moment you stop moving with everyone else. Crises don't destroy everyone equally, they punish impatience. People who rush feel productive, but they burn energy, clarity, and options at the same time. Every fast decision creates another dependency, another mistake to fix later. Those who wait are not passive, they are conserving strength. They preserve capital, attention, and emotional control while others exhaust themselves reacting to noise. When the storm is still loud, waiting feels uncomfortable, but discomfort is cheaper than panic, and patience quietly creates advantage. Every storm eventually loses strength, even if it doesn't feel that way in the moment. The noise fades, movement slows, and visibility slowly returns. Most people look around confused, trying to understand what just happened and why they feel exhausted. But the one who stepped aside recognizes the landscape immediately. He didn't lose orientation because he never stopped observing. While others were reacting, he was watching. And that quiet awareness makes the aftermath far less frightening. What most people never realize is that chaos rewards preparation, not reaction. The storm doesn't care how confident you sound or how fast you move. It only exposes who planned for uncertainty and who depended on comfort. While the crowd searches for answers in noise, the prepared person already understands one thing. Survival isn't about predicting the future. It's about positioning yourself so that no single outcome can destroy you. When the chaos slows down, most people rush back in too early. They mistake silence for safety and movement for opportunity. But the end of noise doesn't mean the end of danger. It only means the test has changed. The ones who survive understand this instinctively. They don't jump at the first opening. They wait for confirmation, for stability, for patterns to form. Because acting too soon after a storm is just another version of panic, only quieter. Most people don't miss opportunities because they are stupid or lazy. They miss them because they wait for certainty. They want clear signals, unanimous opinions, and proof that risk is gone. But certainty always arrives late, after prices have moved and advantages have disappeared. By the time everyone agrees that the storm is over, the ground has already shifted. The people who survive don't wait for permission. They move when clarity is partial and uncertainty is still present. People believe clarity arrives suddenly, like a signal or an announcement. They wait for headlines to calm down and for experts to agree. But clarity doesn't appear all at once. It forms slowly, while uncertainty is still present. By the time everything feels obvious, the advantage is already gone. Those who survive understand that perfect clarity is a luxury of hindsight. In real time, progress is always made with incomplete information and quiet conviction. The real advantage never appears during the storm itself. It forms quietly while everyone else is distracted. When people argue, rush, and react, they reveal their positions, their fears, and their weaknesses. The calm observer collects information without paying emotional cost. He watches patterns repeat, notices where pressure builds, and understands where movement will happen next. By the time others feel ready to act, he has already adjusted his position, not aggressively, but deliberately, with far less risk and far more control. Every crisis creates the same illusion. That speed equals safety and movement equals control. People rush because standing still feels like falling behind, and silence feels dangerous. They mistake noise for information and urgency for truth. But when the storm finally passes, it becomes clear who paid the highest price. Not those who waited, but those who moved without direction. The ones who survive are rarely the loudest or the fastest. They are the ones who stepped aside, protected their position, and refused to let fear dictate their decisions. While others were trying to escape the storm, they were choosing where to stand after it ended.